Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I heard restart, restart. So every morning, especially if I've had a bad yesterday, I give myself permission to restart, restart. I can do different today. Like I want a second chance, and I think and I want to give everyone else a second chance to do different, to do different. So restarting, can I give myself and others permission to restart and do differently? Okay, so on Wednesdays we start by learning from others, remembering we don't have to like a person to learn from a person. I'm playing with the idea that everyone has something to teach me. Even people I really don't like, or I have a hard time with. If I can see something or hear something that's helpful to me, if they can teach me something, it makes my life easier. So learning from others, and I'm still working with the book from Dalai Lama. We don't have to like him. We don't have to agree with him. We can still listen and see if there's something in his words that can be helpful to us. Genuine human friendship is on the basis of human affection, irrespective of your position. Therefore, the more you show concern about the welfare and rights of others, the more you are a genuine friend. The more you remain open and sincere, then ultimately more benefits will come to you. If you forget or do not bother about others, then eventually you will lose your own benefit. Okay, so with that in mind, let's start our physical practice. So this is called the asana practice, one of 8 limbs of yoga. There are 8 limbs of yoga, and the physical practice is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. And it's mainly to like get the body and the mind kind of together, and then preparing ourselves for the meditation that we do at the end here, where we can simply observe ourselves from a place of from a witnessing place, from a place where we observe without judgment. Just simply observe without judgment what's going on. And then later on, make a choice on what kind of action I would think. So like Dalai Lama talked about, I have a choice to treat others with human affection, show concern about the welfare and rights of others. Or I could forget about other people and not bother about them. I have a choice. I can do either. I can either care about someone, or I can decide to not, or choose not to bother about another person's rights or welfare. That's my choice. And then there are going to be consequences to the choice I make. Okay. So let's find our seat. And these choices, sometimes they are conscious and sometimes they are not conscious, right? So I can make a choice thinking I'm helping someone, and in reality, I'm hurting them. So that's sad. So if I can stay in the place where I observe myself without judgment, I can see that. I can see that I wanted to help, but I actually did hurt. And if I can see that and admit it, accept it, then I can change my actions. But if I can't observe myself without judgment, I'm gonna feel so bad about what I did that I'm gonna pretend it didn't happen, and I might even continue hurting people because I just can't. It's so embarrassing to admit that I made a mistake. Okay, sitting up tall. Maybe move the feet up and down. Bringing that mind back to the present moment. So right now, we are right here. We are not in the past. We're not who we used to be. And we're not yet our future self either. So right now, we are right here, and we are who we are right now. We are not who we used to be, and we are not our future self. And then maybe bringing your awareness to your two sitting bones. And maybe the two sitting bones today, maybe they are representing the past, your past self, and your future self. And right now you are in between your past and your future self. Restarting. That's funny. She talked about, C's computer wanted to restart. Maybe today is the day when you restart and take a step towards your future self. What would you like your future self to be? So maybe shift from one sitting bone to another, knowing that in the past you were one person, and in the future you can be a different person. Okay, coming back to stillness, to the present time. If you want to, you can place your hand on your lower belly. So my teacher talks about the pit of the belly. It's like 2 inches below the navel and right in front of the spine. So imagine the pit of the belly goes in and up, in and up. That's that internal support. If that internal support is strong, it doesn't matter what happens around you. Maybe tuck the chin slightly. You can place the fingertips at the crown of your head. So the crown of your head is rising up towards the sky. Pit of the belly goes in and up and allows the spine to grow, finding its natural curve. So every spine looks slightly different. And you want to find your natural curve. And it's going to look different from someone else's. There's a reason we work in teams. And then if you want to, bring awareness to your breathing. Notice the inhale, notice the exhale. And remember that you can change your breathing. You are in charge of your breathing. Maybe lengthen the inhale and lengthen the exhale. Maybe pick a number. You can pick 3, 4, 5. Inhale for whatever number you picked. And exhale for the same amount or same number. And then place your hands on your knees and then starting the cat-cow movement, waking up the physical and the spiritual spine. Maybe notice how you're rolling over your sitting bones. Exhaling round, inhale into a back bend. And you can move fast or you can move slowly. That's up to you. You decide. You are in charge. And then coming back to neutral. And then look at your hands. Look at your beautiful hands. Blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows. Breathe. Maybe inhale through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And then reach and reach and reach. Notice how the sides of your body are stretching, waking up, opening up those lungs. And the rib cage is protecting the lung. It's such a cool, the rib cage is such a cool thing. It's like 126 joints, my teacher claims. I'm going to trust her. I'm not going to count them. It's a lot of joints. So it's a very flexible yet protective cage that protects your lungs and but also allows the lungs to move and stretch and grow and breathe. Okay, reach, turn to one side, let the arms go wide. Fingertips are moving away from each other. Look behind you. That's the past. That's how you were in the past. So you can maybe observe yourself without judgment. What kind of person were you in the past? What actions did you take in the past? Some of them were good and some of them were probably not so good. And then release. Lift the shoulders a few times. And then look at your hands again. Blinking, bubbling stars. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows. Breathe. Breathe, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale nose. Exhale mouth. And then reach and reach and reach. Noticing how that rib cage is expanding, allowing the lungs to grow and move and breathe. Reach, turn to the other side, let the arms go wide, fingertips are moving away from each other. Straighten the elbows, look behind you. So take another good look at yourself, at your past self. Look at your past self. Just learning, observing without judgment, learning about your past self. And then release. Maybe lift the shoulders a few times. Okay, now your hands are like a paintbrush and you can paint whatever picture that you like. So pick a color and maybe draw your past self. So maybe draw your past self. So what does your past self look like? What does your past self look like? And poof, release that one. And then use your other hand. And this time, maybe draw a picture of your future self. So what does your future self look like? What does your future self look like? And draw a picture of the future self. And poof, release that one. And then arms in cactus. So twisting in yoga is about gaining perspective, seeing things from different angles. And the more perspective I have, the fuller will my picture be. And then maybe start swimming. And then backwards. And then back to cactus. Letting knee and elbow connect. So maybe connecting the dots. What happens when you connect the dots? It's easy to connect the dots when you look back, right? It's really hard to connect the dots moving forward. And then crossing the midline. Okay, let's try try to balance here a little bit. Pit of the belly goes in and up, in and up, in and up, and then bringing knee and elbow together. Stay there, breathe. Hold it a little bit longer than you want. And then release. And then try the other. Pit of the belly goes in and up, in and up. Bring knee and elbow together. Hold it. And release. And now let's try both. So bringing both knees up. You can lean back. Both knees up, both elbows. Breathe. Hold it a little bit longer than you want. Both posture. And then release. Okay, look at your hands again. We take action with our hands. We want those hands to be like blinking, bubbling superstars. Taking actions that are good for humanity. Straighten the elbows. And this time, imagine your arms like wings and your fingers like feathers. And then release those feathers and go flying, go flying. And you can go anywhere that you want, anywhere that you want. In your mind, at least, you can go anywhere you want, anywhere you want. And you can go up and dive down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then bring the arms behind you. Hold on to opposite forearms and then stay there. Stay. Breathe. Maybe imagine your arms as wings, and they've been out flying for quite some time. They are sore now. Too much pickleball. They are sore now. Using the breath, use your breath as a healing water or some kind of healing liquid that softens, cares for, nurtures, and heals whatever needs to be healed in your wings. You know, and you are the only one who can heal them. And then bring one arm up And then bend the elbow, place the hand behind your heart, and then the other one up and place it on top of the hand. Healing your own heart, healing the back of your own heart. So allowing your hands to heal your own heart. Healing the past. And then release. Okay, now finding that wide and stable stance, a wide and stable stance. The feet are pointing forward, or the toes are pointing forward, creating that triangle with 4 corners, a triangle with 4 corners. That's like a shape we didn't really learn in math, or maybe we did. I don't know. Okay, so the 4 corners are the 2 sitting bones and the 2 feet here, and it looks like a triangle with 4 corners. The wide and stable stance allows me to go further, to see things a little further. I can dig or dive deeper into pain and pleasure and explore with a curious mind what is it in this pain and what is it in the pleasure, and then eventually maybe explore diagonal. The more I can explore without losing my balance, the more I'm going to understand. And then eventually finding your way back to balance or to neutral. Stay there. Breathe. Engage the core and then jump the feet together into Tadasana feet. And then look at your foot. Look at the beautiful foot that you've been walking a long time with that foot. Use your toes as paintbrushes. Pick paint and maybe draw your past self, another version of your past self with your toes. So what does your past self look like? Maybe the feet has a different image than the hand. Maybe the foot saw something else. And then step out wide. Ginger deer. Elbows to knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine. Breathe. And then if you want to, you can place the hands on the floor. If the floor is a little bit too far away, you can use blocks. Place the hands on a block or a book or something. And then eventually let the head go heavy. Inhale, come back up. And then place that foot on the knee. Use your fingers, open up the toes. Seated pigeon. What do pigeons see? I'm thinking about all the pigeons in Central Park or in any park. What do they see? And then slide the knees together. Whatever leg is on top, that arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. And remember, whatever you did in the past, whatever happened in the past, there's still a part of you that is lovable. There's a part of you that is lovable. I love myself so much. And then finding your version of eagle. The hands move away from your forehead. Maybe the feathers are moving up towards the sky a little bit. Maybe your eyes are looking up, but the chin is still a little tucked. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, allow the feathers to go up high, 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 high. Fly away, and then land on top of the next mountain. And then look at your other foot. Look at your other foot. Pick a color and maybe draw a version of your future self. What do you want your future self to look like? And then step out wide, elbows and knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine, breathe. Release the left hand down, the right hand on the right knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, push into both hands, look up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist a little deeper. How can you see things differently? And then release. Inhale, come back up to neutral. Stay there, lengthen the spine. And then place the right hand on the floor, or if you have a block, if the floor is too far away, on a block. Left hand on your left knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, push into your hands, look up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. What happens when you see things differently? And then release down, drop the head. Inhale, come back up. And then place the foot on the knee. Use your fingers to open up the toes, finding seated pigeon. Maybe imagine a pigeon. When was the last time you saw a pigeon? What did it do? And then slide the knees together, whatever leg is on top that goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then find that part of you that everyone loves. Find the part of you that everyone loves. See it, feel it, sense it. And then finding your way to your version of eagle. Hands move away from your forehead. The feathers move up towards the sky. Slightly tuck the chin, and your eyes can look up. Eyes are looking up. Breathe. And let the feathers move up towards the sky. Spread your wings, and then land on the next mountain. Okay, now building some strength in the legs. So here on earth, we are asked to take action, as far as I understand. And to take action, we do need strength. Okay, pick a number. I always pick 10. Maybe I'll pick 11 today, just to do something different. So coming up, and I'm going to pick 11. So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Check it out. And then one more time, you can pick the same or you can pick a different number. So I'm going to pick 9 now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. And this time, transfer the weight forward and up, and then stay up. Blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows, breathe. Into the nose, out to your mouth. And then reach, stretching the sides of your body. And then let the arms go. Let the arms go. Let the arms go. And then bend. And then start moving around. And then eventually knee and elbow might connect. And then crossing the midline. And then finding the power of position. Power of position. Feel your own power. Feel your own power. And then lifting to the out to the side, waking up the external hips. So we have internal support and then we have external support. And then lean and lift. Lean and lift. Lean and lift. Breathe. And then lean and lift. Lean and lift. Breathe. Okay. And then Sometimes all we need is a kick in the butt. Just do it. Let's take that first little step, that first tiny little action to move in a direction of a future self that you think is more useful for you and others. Okay, now let's push away. So we push away something to create space for something else. So maybe push away self-centeredness and then allow human affection to take its place. So spread your fingers, gain strength, and then push away self-centeredness. Push it away, push it away, push it away. It's going to try to come back in. It's going to be hard to resist, and we can do it. So maybe you're going to give in a little bit, and then you're going to push it away into standing plank posture. Standing plank posture. Feel your power, feel your strength, your commitment. And then maybe you have to add some extra power to really make that self-centeredness stay away. And eventually it's going to be gone, and we can release and allow human affection to take its space or place. Okay. Sun salutation. You can start with the big toes to touch, heels slightly apart, or with your feet hip distance apart. That's your choice. One gives you a little more stability than the other, depending on how you feel. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. That was one. Two more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. That was two. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. And then stay there, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. And then release. Okay, now starting in Tadasana, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale to chair posture, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back, finding the earth behind you. And then building warrior one. Building warrior one from the ground up. Linking bubbling stars, place them in your back pocket. Breathe. Transfer the weight forward. Pick up that back foot. The toes are pointing down. Opposite hand comes off. Maybe add movement. And then bring the feet together, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, find the earth behind you with the toes and then the heel. Blinking, bubbling stars. Place them in your back pockets. Breathe. Transfer the weight forward. Pick up that back foot. Opposite hand. Maybe adds movement. And release the feet back together. Bend the knees and come back up to standing. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic half for warrior two. One arm represents your past self and the other your future self. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. Transfer the weight forward, finding extended side angle, your future self. Coming back to the present moment. Hands on your hips, straighten that front knee, release the hand down, finding Trikonasana. Who are you, really? Rebend that front knee, coming back to the present moment. Hands on the chair, pick up the back foot, look at your toes. Maybe let the same hand come off. Maybe let the same hand come off. Half moon posture. And then finding your way back to mountain Tadasana. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic half, finding warrior two. A warrior two has a target, but has not yet taken action. Flip the front hand, reverse. Find your way to extended side angle. And then back to warrior two. Warrior two has seen the target, has pulled back the string, but has not yet released its power. Hands on your hips, straighten that front knee, release the hand down for Trikonasana. Rebend the front knee, find your way back to warrior two. Hands on your hips, straighten the front knee, release. No, we already did that. So hands on your hands on the chair, pick up the back foot. Look at the toes. And then maybe the same hand comes off. Bring the feet back together and find your way back to stand. Okay, starting in Tadasana, we're going to move to tree posture. So imagine your feet grounded into earth and see or imagine the roots from the feet going wide and deep, wide and deep. An amazing network. Maybe your feet are connecting to every human being in the entire world through a gigantic root system. So you are standing on your little part of the globe, and so is everyone else. And your feet and roots are connected. Just imagine. Transfer your weight to the left, right heel comes off. So one foot is still completely connected to everyone else, and the other one is releasing earth, and finding a balancing posture. Maybe 3. One foot is still connected to all the other feet in the world. And then finding your way back. Transfer to the right, left heel comes off. Feel that that one foot is still connected to every other foot in the world. Just imagine. And then finding your way back. Okay, feet are wide, wider than your hips. Spread the toes. We're going to create that triangle with 4 corners again. This time feet and knees. Feet and knees. So a triangle with 4 corners. Look at your right thumb. Draw a big circle and let that thumb connect with the heel. And release. Look at your left thumb. Big circle. Connect to the heel. And release. And now bring the knees wide, big toes to touch. Release the hips to the heels and finding child's posture. Inhale, come back up. And then once again, creating that triangle with 4 corners. Clasp the hands, this time using elbows and like your hands. So triangle with 4 corners. Tuck the toes. Engage the core, lean into that triangle, get the knees off the floor, and then come all the way up, finding dolphin posture. Dolphin. And then bend the knees and come back up to standing. Okay, so let's get ready for the seated meditation. So I'm going to read the little section from Dalai Lama again, and then we have about 6 minutes for a seated meditation. Okay, here we go. Genuine human friendship is on the basis of human affection, irrespective of your position. Therefore, the more you show concern about the welfare and rights of others, the more you are a genuine friend. The more you remain open and sincere, then ultimately more benefits will come to you. If you forget or do not bother about others, then eventually you will lose your own benefit. So what I'm hearing from Dalai Lama is that we have choice. We have choice, and we can choose to either care for each other or not. Yeah, so let's go into meditation there. Sitting up tall. Pit of the belly goes in and up. Shoulders are wide, like tuck of the chin. 5 minutes. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your head from side to side. Take a deep breath in, release. Place your hands in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. Maybe bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guides, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Open your eyes, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. Namaste.